Hi everyone, it's Lisa Balker here. I'm here to do a quick flip through of a journal that I have for sale on my Etsy shop. This one I have under Garden Club. And as you can see, it's a very feminine journal. It has lots of roses, lots of pink colors, lace, all of the things that make this journal beautiful. Um, I did use a few different collections from Prima Marketing. They are quite old. I believe they come from 2012, and those collections are Tea Time, Delight, and then also Time Traveler. So all of the papers have a rose theme to it and a lot of the elements as well. So I'm just going to quickly talk about the cover. This is what I would call a full mixed media cover. And for me, what that means is I've gone ahead and completely altered the original cover. It obviously wasn't anything impressive. It must have been quite plain. So all I did was I did collage with a bunch of different Tim Holtz tissue papers. There are vintage book papers collaged throughout, as well as we have some washi tape, some vintage inspired lace trim here. We have some corners attached to the front, as well as I did a texture paste, which is a filigree with a Harlequin pattern to it. And I'll just quickly show you the back and show you that it matches as well. And the colors that I used here are Lindy Stamp Gang colors. I believe the kind of yellowish green here is Tim Holtz Distress ink. And I'll just quickly tell you that anything that has a water reactive medium on it, I've gone ahead and double sealed those. So that way, if you do happen to spill any liquid on this or set it into something wet, it's not going to transfer any of the inks or dyes to any of your items. So I'll just show you the spine here. I did do the signatures through the original spine. And this one is a 19.5 by 13-inch book. That's, sorry, centimeters, not inches. And it has 11 signatures and 132 pages. I do have a bookmark in this one as well. And as usual, I have a vintage key attached. It's just using, I believe this one was the Time Traveler Prima collection. Just some lace detail here, as just from one of the scraps that came from one of the pages in the signatures. So I'll just go through. These are Tim Holtz elements here. These are Finnabar, just her little half spheres. I always love using these. It kind of helps draw some light and some visual interest. And again, like I said, I used a rosed pattern paper throughout. We just have some lace attached there. And a doily with a Tim Holtz floral cutout. I believe this is from 7 Dot Studio from their garden collection. And I'll show you on the next pages here. So what I've done is I've distress inked patterns onto all of the copy papers, and these are just a tea dyed copy paper, but all of these, like I said, have a design going throughout. We have roses, and I believe this is a stencil that I got from Schnibbly Bits, and they have a really great store on Etsy. The signature string ends in here are alternating pink and green, and it's a stitched heart in this particular journal. Again, another file folder. This is a cutout from an SVG that I bought, again, from Schnibbly Bits. And then we just have a vintage stamp here. And again, like I said, all of the copy papers are decorated. So I think it alternates between that pattern and the rose here. And these are just done with distress ink. I think this one's vintage photo, and then this one is worn lipstick. And then again, the distress ink pages. We have one of my bunting paper clips just decorated with some copy or some note paper here. And again, some Prima papers. And just some, I believe this is a piece of paper from this actual book. And then just a vintage dictionary sheet. This is from the 7 Dot Studio garden collection. They have a really cool page of cutouts that I use throughout here. And again, some more Prima paper. Again, another Prima. And then we just have a envelope here, some Tim Holtz, a butterfly cutout, a vintage stamp. And then I'll just show you inside. This is a 7 Dot Studio journaling card. The stencil in the background here, like the honeycomb, and then also this stamp cutout, or again from Schnibbly Bits. We have vintage papers. This is a Shakespeare paper, deposit slip paper, and then just a dictionary page. And there's lots of room in all of these spots for you to add your own features and your own ephemera. And this is just a vintage sheet music, which I've tea dyed and then just did some script stamp just to give some visual interest to it. And again, some Prima paper. It's got the pink and the rose theme to it. And another rose paper from Prima. And then this again is from the 7 Dot Studio garden collection, a vintage typewriter instruction sheet. Some more Prima paper, just a little cluster that I did here with a skeleton leaf, a Tim Holtz floral cutout, and then the sentiments that are quite big here are from 7 Dot Studio as well. And then this one, I just did the original tea dyeing, but then I took some Lindy's, and I believe this color here is called Cafe au Lait. And I always like to do like the coffee stains on some of the papers. This is a leaf cutout again from Schnibbly Bits. And I just wanted to mention too, they are also a Canadian company. So I really like to support Canadian companies. And I just did some splatters throughout in this signature, another paper clip with the smaller bunting. We have some vintage paper from an old German text. And another little cutout from Schnibbly Bits. Some more Prima paper with the rose theme to it. And then this one is the tea dyed ledger paper. It is a newer paper, but I really love the grungy green that it gives with the tea dye. And then this file folder is again from Schnibbly Bits, and it has a vintage stamp on it. And then just a little doily tuck spot that has an original, I believe this is a parking tab. It's from 1968. It's from Alberta. And then lastly, we just have the small envelope that has a a Canadian stamp on it. We have some note paper here, a paper doll from Tim Holtz, a floral cutout, and then just a little tag that I've decorated here for you. So if you're interested in this journal, I have it listed on my Etsy shop. My Etsy shop is Lisa Bacher Art, and that's all one word. And again, this is the Garden Club, and you can go there and see, I have some still pictures if you want some close-ups. If you have any questions, as always, you can email me or message me on Instagram. All right, well, thanks and have a great day.